Hi, my name is Anisha Barwani. I got started on my journey with the Conflict Center through starting as a volunteer with the Reading for Peace program. Every week, we'd go into schools and read stories to children. One of the schools I volunteered with included classrooms that were primarily immigrant and refugee children, and also had a classroom for children with developmental disabilities. These books told stories about how to manage conflict, how to solve problems, provided examples of demonstrations of empathy. And while the stories themselves were a teaching tool, it was also the experience of being able to connect authentically with these youth that was so rewarding, especially when the child could see characters in the stories that they had the same identities as them and read about how they overcame challenges. I believe so much in the work of the Conflict Center that I joined as a board member. And now I also volunteer in the Restorative Denver program, which is a partnership with the Denver District Attorney's Office to provide an alternative to adults in the justice system. And the Conflict Center also has programs on restorative practices for youth in schools. My heart is with these programs. I believe so firmly in the concept of community and the thread that we have, the common thread that binds us, and that we are all valued members of this community. And in our community, people will mess up. People will make mistakes. But when that happens, we have two choices. Do we shun? Do we punish them? Or do we care and repair? The restorative programs at the Conflict Center offers communities the chance to hold people accountable and also embrace them back into our community. This is especially important to me as I look at systemic racism and how children and adults of color are in our justice system at alarmingly higher rates. I do this work to disrupt the school to prison pipeline and to build more equitable, just, and caring communities. Thank you for your interest in the Conflict Center and learning more about how to support the Conflict Center.
Hello, my name is Vinny Cervantes and I'm with the Conflict Center, serving on its board of directors. I joined the organization in 2018 and I'm currently serving as its board chair. I wanted to first thank you all for giving us the opportunity to share more about our organization and hopefully invite you to be part of our programs and our efforts to create restorative communities. When I first joined the Conflict Center, I did so with the hopes of expanding tools and resources to navigate interpersonal conflict, also as a way to address systemic violence. Since then, I have seen the Conflict Center's programs expand to better meet the needs of my community and beyond. Even in a year that has been drastically impacted by the COVID pandemic, we have seen the Conflict Center rise to the challenge to continue to serve our communities. The Reading for Peace program served 720 students. We've continued to train restorative practices coordinators and have covered 13 different school districts. And the Restorative Denver program celebrated its first year of implementation and looks to expand. Your support for the Conflict Center through volunteering and through donating helps us to implement and expand restorative and transformative programs to create tools and resources to navigate harm, conflict, and healing. I want to thank you all again for listening to us and hopefully encourage you all to support our organization and share with your friends. Thank you.